College applications. The fun standardized testing, the chance to write about yourself in many, many words, and the game of listing as many extracurriculars as you can that you only did for this very purpose. Just kidding about all these, especially the last one. Don't join clubs just to put on your application. Alright, first off, this is not clickbait. Caltech was indeed ranked the #1 hardest school to get into in 2017 articles, the year I graduated. Hello, it's Amy, and I've gotten many DMs and comments requesting about my stats, but I was always hesitant and put this video off because I got into Caltech, so obviously they're decent, so I didn't want to seem like I was bragging. But I like helping people, and if this will help you, then I'ma share them. I'ma give the people what they want. This feels like I'm exposing myself, but stats don't define who you are, so I think this is fine. Not dwelling too much on application advice, but if you do want to see that, then please like and comment down below. Also, if you do have questions, I recommend you comment them instead of DMing me because other people might have the same question as well, and you can get a faster response and other people can answer. Alright, enough chatter. Let's go! Literally, the last time I looked at this application was 3 years ago, so this will be interesting. Alright, personal information, blah blah blah. I know Mandarin, yes. Oh my gosh. I spelled engineer wrong. Good thing this is a STEM school. Recent year courses. So, first semester, I have AP Biology, AP Psychology, AP English Literature and Composition, AP Spanish Language and Culture, Honors Principles of Biomedical Sciences, Science, Discrete Mathematics, and Honors Economics and Emerging Leader, or being an avid tutor. Oh, I forgot about that. Then second semester, essentially just all the APs for the next semester, because they're year-long. Okay, now looking at my transcript for the classes that I took before, I'm just going to list honors and APs. But basically, freshman year, Honors Biology, Honors Freshman Lit and Comp, Honors Pre-Calculus, Honors World Geography. Also, I took 4 years of language, so I took Spanish. And then my sophomore year, I took AP Calc BC, AP Stats, AP US Government and Politics, Honors Chemistry, Honors World Lit and Comp. And then the second year of Spanish. Okay, junior year, this was the killer year, but I made it through, apparently. AP Chemistry, and then AP English Lang and Comp, AP Environmental Science, AP Physics, Honors Spanish 4, and Honors US History. It also says I was a teacher's assistant. Okay, and then senior year was already listed in the actual application. Okay, and then these are in a separate column because these classes were taken at UCCS. But junior year, my second term, linear algebra. First semester of my senior year is discrete mathematics. Academy Online High School, I took Calc 3 first semester of my junior year, so multivariable calculus. As far as grades, I was ranked #1. I was valedictorian, and at the time of this application, my GPA is a 4.82 weighted out of 4. Unweighted is a 4 out of 4. I don't know if this makes much of a difference, but I got A+ and everything. It shows on the transcript at least. Except for 2 classes, 2 A's. Into stats of AP testing and ACT. That goes in the same category, right? Okay, so ACT, I took this once. I got a score of 35. So ACT on English, 35, Math, 36, Reading, 33, and Science, a 35. And I also took the SAT. So on the evidence-based reading and writing, I got a 720, and for math, I got 800, so total was 1520. This was the first year that they changed the SAT format, which I think worked in my favor because now it's like 50-50 reading, writing, and math, and I'm more into math. Caltech requires 2 subject tests, so I took Math 2, and I got an 800 on that, and I took Chemistry, and I got a 790. Okay, next on the list of this application is honors. So on this application, I have that I qualified for AIME, which stands for American Invitational Mathematics Examination. And this is like a pretty big test and honor, I suppose, because in order to qualify for this, you take what's called the AMC 10 or AMC 12. And Caltech, I think, is literally the only school that asks for your score on these national mathematics exams. Okay, so I scrolled all the way down, and here under AMC 12 score, which it asks for, is 100.5. That was my score. Ooh, I think that's barely qualifying. Whoops. And my AIME score, which Caltech also asked for, is a 6. Other awards, all grades winner in the UNC Math Contest, Colorado Math Award, Colorado Math Olympiad and bronze medal, first place individual and team in the CSU Pueblo State Math Bowl, and national merit semifinalist. Down here, oh, there's future plans. Interesting. I put engineer and doctorate. That's not my plan now. Okay. Oh, and for the ACT testing, I did the plus writing because some schools required that, so I just did it. Okay, now is AP subject tests. So Calc BC. Okay, so I got 5s on all these, so I'll just list what APs these are, but I already said them in my classes, so I'll just put the words here. Essentially, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 5s. Okay, so the thing about Caltech is you literally get no credit for AP exams, and you don't pass out of any classes or skip anything, or like you just have no added benefit whatsoever. But that's because essentially all the Caltech classes start at a level higher than these AP exams, so it's like you need them and to do well on them, but they're not gonna like make you pass out because Caltech just starts at a high level. So even though this is the case, Caltech sent an email to us saying that we're required to still take our senior year AP exams, which I'm really sad about because I was like, oh, finally I can just chill and like not worry about AP exams. But I still took them, and we were still required to send our scores to them. Like, I don't know if it makes a difference. Like, maybe if you get like a 1 on all of them, they'll take away their offer. But anyways, I got 5 on all those that I sent to Caltech, and again, I'll list them right here. Okay, on to activities. So science and math related. 10, 11, 12th grade, I was president of Mu Alpha Theta Math Society. Essentially, under activities, they also have the option to say like other accomplishments, so like leadership or like what you did. For example, for being president of Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, I led the team to first place twice in the CSU Pueblo State Math Bowl, and I initiated a new requirement. These little details, like I don't know if they make that much of a difference. College, honestly, is such a shot in the dark these days, but just another tip for you guys, just to pack it all in there, you know. Junior year summer, I was in program in mathematics for young scientists, or short PROMIS, and that was a rigorous 6-week math program in Boston covering number theory, and I was invited back as a returning student with a partial scholarship. So that was really cool, and basically I think this gets weighted a lot, like especially summer programs, because Caltech, because of being a STEM school, they want to see your perseverance and your passion in the STEM field. Also, something as rigorous as this camp, which I had to apply and be accepted for, I think it's relatively well known and prestigious. So the thing with Caltech is that you want to show that you really challenge yourself in all ways possible, because they're not going to let you in if they don't think that you can survive, let alone thrive. Like, that would just be a disservice to you. So you really got to show that you can do very well. So you really got to show that you can excel in difficult classes or other programs. Under here, foreign language, I was a treasurer and secretary of Spanish Honor Society, and I also participated in it in sophomore year. Knowledge Bowl, I was in it for all 4 years and qualified for state, earned second place in regionals, other initiations that I did. Okay, and I was president of National Honor Society, and I was in this junior, senior year. Okay, work, I was a math tutor, private math tutor, my junior and senior year. Community service, in all 4 years, I was a volunteer at the birth center in the hospital. That was about 3 hours a week. Athletics, I was on varsity tennis my junior and senior year, and I was the team captain my senior year. Oh, under here, I also have awards too. So first,
All Conference Metro League, second place in the region, state qualifier, academic all-state first team.
For basketball and volleyball, I was on the JV team my freshman and sophomore year. Actually, I was on C team, they just don't have an option. So essentially it's JV. Okay, the fun part. Not really, the personal essay. Oh, you. Actually, this was kind of fun. Maybe that's just hindsight bias. The personal essay, the main one for Common App, was about math, and it was about how it gave me more confidence and how I love how beautiful it is. So I started with a hook, very nice hook. I like this hook. Not gonna go very detailed into these essays because everyone has their own story. Next essay question, what 3 experiences or activities that helped you explore? I'll put the prompt up there. I talked about PROMIS the mathematics program and how it strengthened my thirst for discovery like a true scientist. Another thing is C++ and MATLAB that I learned over the summer independently. The third thing I put in this essay was about my dad showing me the stuff that he does at work as an electrical engineer and how inspired I was. I don't think Caltech does legacy as much, but essentially down here on family it says
Any siblings, any relatives?
Working for Caltech, and I said no to all of them. Okay, and here I think this is no longer a prompt in the Caltech application because my sister didn't have to do it. So it asked for meaningful books and their influence upon you. So I said White Noise by Don DeLillo, The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, and Life of Pi by Jan Martel. Prompt number 3 about ethical dilemma. I wrote about how linear algebra, the online class my junior year, was the first class that I feared I might achieve a B. Essentially, I wrote about how my friends were like kind of pressuring me to join in getting a check account with them, but I was like, no, like I just want to learn on my own, and then I worked really hard and I ended up getting a good grade. Okay, unusual way to have fun. I started with imagery of my favorite picture that I've taken. So yeah, basically the answer to this question for me was photography and how I love capturing things. My last sentence is, for me, a picture left untaken is like a wonder left undiscovered. Wow, how beautiful. How do you see yourself contributing? So I talked about being Chinese and very close to my culture still, so that I can contribute my worldly view and philosophy and knowledge of Chinese medicine. I also mentioned my experience from the intense math program Promise and how that was related to collaboration, because everyone at Promise essentially had to rely on each other to persevere and get through the tough problem sets, which now that I realize, especially like being here at Caltech for 3 years, it's really true, and collaboration is definitely a very key aspect. And then the one about Caltech's opportunities and resources. So I talked about how I don't belong in a place where people don't appreciate math and science, puns, the way I do. Oh, it's funny. And I said, in a college that calls one of its structures a gene pool, it would feel like home. Oh, that's true. I want to be around like-minded people, and it's amazing to be surrounded by incredible scientists. Again, I related back to Promise. I talked about this a lot, and I said that from experiencing what it's like to be a scientist at Promise, everyone has something to gain from each other. So again, talking about the collaboration aspect. And I talked about my goals, which is to be actively involved in the variety of areas that I'm curious about. I mentioned some specific faculty that I met on my official visit when I was there for basketball. Forgot to mention, I was recruited for basketball. Like, Caltech doesn't recruit like other schools do, and that it's like not really easier to get in just because you're recruited. The only advantage I say is that you get an official visit, so you get to see the school on a visit that they plan for you when you get to meet the team and stuff. The coach talks with you more, and then they send in like more information about what they felt from talking with you. Okay, and then the last sentence of this essay is, plus when I make a chemistry pun, it might finally get a reaction. I think this is what really did it. Essentially, this last essay is pretty important in that you really show you connect with Caltech specifically, so put in specific details. Also, key point is that if you watch my vlogs, that's actually like a leg up because you can really get some inside information, and I think that's like valuable to understand the school when you're writing about it. Well, yeah, so that is the end of my application, and if I miss anything, you know what to do. Please comment down below. By the way, my sister also put up a video of how she got into Caltech, and I'll link it up here and down here, so check it out for another perspective. Let me know again if you would like some advice video or anything like that. You know, I have some time being in quarantine and all. I hope you found this somewhat helpful, and this wasn't just me blabbering about myself for all this time, because now I feel kind of full of myself and my mouth is dry. Thanks for watching. Bye!